Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I want to welcome my new subscribers and to my old subscribers. Hey girl, hey, I see you. I want to thank you all for who have subscribed to my channel and shared my videos. I really appreciate it. I'm not going to ramble too much in this introduction, but this video will be over the new Ultra HD Foundation by Makeup Forever. I have the new foundation, and I have the original foundation as well. Remember to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, right here, or hit the red button down below. I really appreciate it, and let's get on to the review. A few specs on this foundation. Nothing too major has changed other than the overall formulation of the product. The packaging, the only major difference between the packaging is this is the new one with the little silver bit, and this one has the little black bit, whatever you want to call it. This packaging, the original bottle, is a little easier to grip. It's easier to grip, but this one right here is very sleek, which, I mean, it's no big deal to me, but just in case you wanted to know. Both foundations both come with a pump, and they both contain the same amount of fluid ounces, which is 1.01 fluid ounces. Here you'll see me applying the foundation. Here I've used a beauty blender. I've seen other reviews where people use foundation brushes, kabuki brushes. Now I've had the new foundation for about 2 weeks now, and I wanted to do a first impressions where you would film applying it earlier in the day and then go a few hours throughout the day and then come back, but that did not work out so hot. So I've been wearing this foundation for about 2 weeks now, and I can say I definitely prefer applying this with a beauty blender, a damp beauty blender, compared to any other foundation brush, including my Sigma F80 kabuki brush. I used that, but it applied a little too heavy for me, whereas with the beauty blender dampen, it kind of shears it out a little bit. It still gives you that it still gives me full coverage, I'll say. Gives me full coverage in a decent application. When I applied it with the kabuki brush, it dried okay, but I could kind of feel it on my skin. But like I said, applying it with the beauty blender, because it sheared it out, I still got the coverage that I want, but it's not as heavy on my skin. And down here in Tennessee, it's been very hot. It's cooled off now, but for the most part, it's hot. And then heat and 5 pounds of makeup just do not mix. As you can see on my face now, this foundation gives me, the new foundation rather, gives me a more of a matte, kind of demi-matte, kind of satiny finish, whereas the original foundation gave me more of a dewy, a dewy kind of oily, sorry, I thought my camera cut off, gave me more of a dewy slash, I don't want to say oily, but kind of oily, kind of oily finish. Now I'm just doing a little makeup tutorial, just to, nothing fancy, nothing extravagant, just a little something to do to my face so you can see how the foundation looks. I didn't want to do anything too heavy to take away from the foundation as you're looking at my face. Other specs of this foundation I want to know is that the most major overhaul next to the reformulation of this foundation is the fact that they have expanded their color range from about 25 to 26 shades to 40 shades. I would say about half and half of those shades, half are for medium to fair skin, and then medium to really deep skin tones. Of the half that are for medium to dark skin, I would say about 10 of those shades are for absolute dark skinned women, and of those 10, 5 are for really rich deep skin tone women, like a NW55. this foundation also claims to be for all skin types, and being that I am oily combination, I would agree with that, but I still strongly recommend, I still strongly recommend to my oily / combination skin people out there, set your face. This foundation, though, is a medium to full coverage foundation. It is very comfortable on the skin. As you see on my face, it applied very nicely, and I don't feel it. Like I mean, I know it's there, but at the same time, just because I just applied it and it hasn't fully set, but I don't feel it. The only reason I feel it kind of right now at this particular point, at this particular moment, is because it's a little warm in here, but that's just, I'm just hot. So, yeah. And lastly, will I say this foundation is a complete 180 from the original Makeup Forever HD foundation? Absolutely. They say this foundation is to replace the old foundation because it's so much better and so much more covering that is ideal for photography, film, and 4K television. I do not have a 4K camera, so I can't make any claims on that. But does it look good on camera, and do I feel like I did a pretty good job of just picking this off the website based off Sephora swatches? Yeah. And would I say that you could wear this foundation on an everyday basis? Absolutely. But if you're going somewhere a little more professional, maybe where a full face, like cake face, bead face, won't necessarily be appropriate, I would say go ahead and do what I did and apply this foundation with a damp beauty blender, because it will give you that coverage, especially if you use a concealer. It'll give you that coverage, but at the same time, it'll give you that natural kind of coverage like what I have going on right now, which is what I was going for. Just something to know. But if you want more of that full coverage kind of heavy look, I would say go with the kabuki brush. Maybe I was doing something wrong, I don't know, but I just didn't like it, so I used my beauty blender. But I use my beauty blender too with the Kat Von D foundation, because now that's some heavy foundation. That definitely needs to be sheared out. But would I recommend this foundation to everybody? Absolutely. You don't feel bad if you didn't get the original formula, because like I said, this new formula is much better than the original formula. So you still get the same amount of fluid ounces, and then the packaging is the same. You get a pump. The only thing that's different is this, and the formulation and the price is the exact same, which is most important next to having a pump. So I would definitely say go ahead, go out, get the foundation. Because there's so many shades to choose from, I would recommend going into the store rather than being ballsy like yours truly and buying it based off the swatches, because sometimes, you know, the swatch may be a little bit darker or a little bit lighter than what it appears to be, when you get it in person. You feel me? You feel me? So I definitely recommend this to everybody. If you are oily skin / combination, definitely set your face, prime your face. Do not change your routine for nothing in the world. Prime your face, especially if it's where it's hot wherever you are. Honey, you need all the oil control lotion that you can get. Right. So that's it for my review on this foundation. Nothing just major to say, but it's still of importance and something that you need to know to, you know, determine whether you want to buy this product or not. Also, if you like the lip gloss that I have on right now, this is Gerard Cosmetics Madison Avenue. And if you really like the lip gloss that you see that I'm using in this video right now, stay tuned for my next video, which will be a massive swatch fest of all of my Gerard Cosmetics lip glosses and lipsticks. I got about 30 shades, 30 colors all total to show you guys. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you over there. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and definitely share. Definitely subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your sister, tell your uncles, tell your daddies, tell your dogs, your cats, everybody, y'all. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.